Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. So in this video, I wanted to showcase some of the reasons why I think that Dr. Doom is such a valuable champion, and why I think that it's kind of unjust to consider him to be overrated in today's game. I know that a majority of players probably don't think this about Dr. Doom, but I have seen in some corners of the MCOC community, and I'm talking about you, Barrowman's community posts. I've seen a lot of people claim that he is overrated somehow. I think that some of these people might just be bandwagoners. Others might just feel like his damage is underwhelming when compared to Synergized Hela or Cosmic Ghost Rider. But one thing that I think is important to realize is that not every champion has to have insane damage to actually be a very viable option as a champion. And Dr. Doom is one such example. So despite having one of the highest, in fact, he has the highest base attack rating in the game, his damage is by no means the best in the game. I will admit, there are champions who maybe surpass him in longer term fights and maybe even in shorter term fights. Dr. Doom by no means has the highest overall damage potential in the game, but he is capable of hitting pretty hard. And I'm not trying to show off his damage in this fight. In fact, I did make a video where he sold the Star-Lord, the Labyrinth of Legends Star-Lord fight. That was basically my attempt to showcase some of his damage potentials. In this fight, though, I wanted to showcase why overall he is such a valuable champion. So anyway, that was such a long introduction. I apologize. But yeah, as you could already tell, I am in, if you've already checked out Act 7, Chapter 3, you can probably tell that this is the Chapter 3.4 Sorcerer Supreme boss. And so what's interesting about this boss is that whenever you gain 3 or more debuffs on yourself, her basic attacks are going to go unblockable, which is pretty tough because then you have to basically intercept, and it isn't such a fun game at that point when you're having to deal with the already unblockable special attacks from Sorcerer Supreme, but also the unblockable basic attacks, considering that she just passively gains power throughout the entire fight. Additionally, whenever she nullifies a buff, or whenever you have a buff active on you, because she has Spite, and she also has this other node, I think it might be Buffet, something like that. Basically, however you see it, if you ever gain buffs on yourself or lose buffs, she is going to be gaining power up the wazoo. And so, yeah, I just wanted to showcase basically Dr. Doom's ability to deal with this insane power gain. As you can see there, we got hit a bit, but thanks to Dr. Doom's insane critical resistance, basically we were able to tank that like 2 or 3 hit combo quite well, quite excellently. And one thing I wanted to point out is that, there are definitely other counters to this boss. Probably fight counters that could get this fight done even quicker than Dr. Doom, like Human Torch or She-Hulk. But you would probably be getting those solos with the skin of your teeth. And what I mean by this is that, like She-Hulk could probably work quite well for the power control with her Petrify that she gets off the special 2 and the damage overall. Human Torch obviously is the best Mystic slaying champion in the game, arguably speaking. But neither of those champions can really just maintain absolute control over the fight, if you know what I mean. I feel like Human Torch, you'd have to work around unblockable specials here or there, even unblockable basic attacks, so you'd have to definitely be a lot more attentive in the fight. And with She-Hulk, you'd have to absolutely make sure that you're getting to those special 2s to stop her from gaining power. And all that just to be a very good counter against this fight in particular. One thing that Dr. Doom has that the other 2 champions I just mentioned don't have is the versatility to be able to basically just walk into almost any fight and completely control it. She-Hulk obviously takes quite a lot of skill. Not everyone can play She-Hulk as well as Buddy Lee can. As MSD can. Sorry. That was blasphemous what I just said there. Not everyone can play She-Hulk as well as some of the pros, and so I feel like it's important to realize that Doctor Doom was able to get this fight done with a majority of his health left. It was actually quite easy to do this fight with Doctor Doom. And so I just wanted to show that for any newcomers out there who think that Doctor Doom is somehow overrated or he's not a good champion, if you got Doctor Doom, you've got a cheat code for so much content, because you name it, any Hyperion fight, any Vision Arcus fight, any Airwalker fight, you're just absolutely going to annihilate. Even like other power control champions like Doctor Strange or Sorcerer Supreme, as I showcased in this fight, you will just be absolutely under control in almost every single scenario. And the only reason why I think that Doctor Doom has seen a little bit of a lapse in use is because of Kabam's increasing urge to limit these very popular champions' use in certain content. And what I mean by this is that, for example, in the Summer of Pain, True Focus was obviously added to limit the use of Ghost and Quake. But one thing that I don't think some other people realized is that almost every single boss, as far as I can remember, had either 90% nullification and stagger ability accuracy reduction, or stun immunity, or also like 90% power gain, power control resistance and stuff. These are obvious counters to Doctor Doom. This, I think, also kind of proves that even Kabam realizes how broken Doctor Doom can be. The fact that they would only make the Summer of Pain an absolute hell for Doctor Doom, Quake, and Ghost, to me, is evidence that Doctor Doom is definitely seen by the MCOC community overall, and even by the game developers themselves, as such a powerful champion. And so, yeah, I hope that this video may have changed some of the newcomers' minds about Doctor Doom, or maybe reminded some older players who had maybe some kind of knowledge of Doctor Doom beforehand, but maybe have just underrated him over time. Reminded them that Doctor Doom really is such a unique champion, and he gained such a reputation as this king of the Mystics class, and even one of the best champions in the entire game, for a reason. And it isn't just for his extremely high prestige. So anyway, I hope you all had a fantastic day and enjoyed the video. I would recommend checking out my Venom's mukbang video if you haven't already seen it. It is an animation that I think all of you Venom enjoyers and appreciators might actually get a laugh out of, hopefully. But yeah, so I'll talk to you later. Bye.